Hi, I'm Mahesh Kamath. Did you know about the Irish lady who lived in India and dedicated herself to India? She got involved in education and helping the poor, and she also got involved in India's freedom struggle. This is the story of Margaret Noble, who was transformed into Sister Nivedita by Swami Vivekananda. In this episode, I'm going to tell you her story. Sister Nivedita was not only a great nationalist, but also a great human being. A lady from Europe, she made India her home after meeting Swami Vivekananda and dedicated her entire life to the service of Indians. She was given several nicknames in her short life. Rabindranath Tagore called her Lokmata. Her mentor, Swami Vivekananda, called her Lioness. She was born in Ireland as Margaret Noble in 1867. Her father, Samuel Noble, was a priest in an Irish church. She often joined her grandfather and her father, who went around to help the poor and rendered service to them. Margaret lost her father when she was just 10 years old, but her tenderness and sympathy remained. Her life took an unprecedented turn in 1895 when she first met Swami Vivekananda, who had come from America to visit London. She also came to know about his awe-inspiring address at the Parliament of Religions in Chicago, which had captured the hearts and minds of millions of people. She even attended various events of the monk. With her keen interest in the teachings of the East, she was enamored by Vivekananda's speech. She raised a lot of questions whose answers dispelled her doubts and established faith and reverence for the speaker. Nivedita wrote in 1904 to a friend, "Suppose he had not come to London that time, life would have been like a headless dream. For I always knew that I was waiting for something. I always said that a call would come, and it did." Her panache for learning, serving, and devoting prompted the Swami to extend her an invitation to visit India. When she came to India on January 28, 1898, Swami Vivekananda himself came to Calcutta port to receive her. On 11th March 1898, Swami Vivekananda introduced Sister Nivedita to the people of Calcutta. In his own words, the great saint said, "England has sent us another gift in Miss Margaret Noble." Swami Vivekananda formally initiated Margaret in the vow of brahmacharya, lifelong celibacy, and gave her the name of Nivedita. It was a first in the history of India that a Western woman was received into an Indian monastic order. She dedicated her entire life to help the poor and the underprivileged. Sister Nivedita started educating the masses, especially the girls who were majorly deprived of education. With an intention to open schools for girls, she traveled to England and America to raise funds. She even went door to door asking girls to join the school. She worked to inspire the masses through the power of her writings and her fine oratory skills, exhorting people to fight for India's independence. To invoke the spirit of nationalism, she introduced Vande Mataram as a daily prayer in her school. She even exposed Lord Curzon for detesting Eastern culture as inferior to that of the Western, leading him to publicly apologize to the masses. She toured across India to motivate people to be proud of our culture and not to get attracted to the Western culture. Her selfless service came to notice during the plague epidemic in 1899. She volunteered and nursed the patients while inspiring the youth to render support in spreading awareness. She formed a dedicated team of workers to fight the plague. These squads also went around cleaning the streets and nursing the sick. She was deeply involved in the service activities during the partition of Bengal, the floods, and the famine. However, her untiring schedule took a toll on her health. Sister Nivedita died on October 13, 1911, at the age of 43. I salute and bow down to this great lady who served India, my country. I hope you enjoyed this story. Thank you.